Pheonix, Dino, and welcome back to my channel. Last time we took a look at the young gentlemen that are going to be competing for Rosemary's hand in her very own selection. This time around, however, I thought it might be fun if I gave you a tour of the palace that I built for the selection itself. Now, without further ado, let's dive in and take a look at the palace. Alright, so as you can see, this is the whole castle outside right here. It's on this spot in Brindleton Bay, right off the coast, which I thought was really pretty with the cascading rocks. You can see the back here. You got two big balconies right here, and then a couple little balconies on the second floor. Little garden area. We'll go ahead and explore the garden first while we're outside. So we have a little terrace over here for some outside dining. We have a bunch of naked sculptures. What castle is complete without them? There's also this terrace up here on the roof. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with this yet. I just thought it might be a cool place to host parties. Alright, so we're going to start from the basement and work our way up. But right here, this is the lowest level of the palace. These rooms right here are actually secret rooms. For those of you who have read the book series, you know what I'm talking about or kind of understand the concept of hidden passages, secret rooms. And going up from there, we have a couple things. So right here, this is the stairwell leading up to the main floor. We go through this door here, and that leads us to the kitchen right here. There is a lot of objects, there's a lot of decorations, a lot of extra stuff in this build, so a lot of times when I open it up, I'm honestly surprised the stove is still here.
Hey, where's the
stove?
Because there's usually like something missing because there's so many items, the game just can't keep up with it. It's quite scary, actually. But yeah, this right here is the kitchen. We've got two stoves for convenience of cooking, two dishwashers, refrigerator. Also have nice bar stools here too. My picture is maybe the servants eat there or something, I don't know. And then right behind, connected to the kitchen, there's a little pantry here. Cupcake making machine, because what royal can live without them. And right here, these doors I actually thought were really cool to conceal the secret passages. As you can see, right here, that door leads into this secret passage. So if the kitchen workers are cooking or something and something happens, if there's an attack on the palace, they have an easy way to get down to safety. Speaking of the kitchen workers right here, since in The Sims there's only an option to have one live-in butler, I'm sure there's mods for it. I haven't entirely explored the idea. But right here is the servants' quarters. Really simple, quaint, it's just like a little apartment. I would love to expand the servants' quarters a little bit more, but there were a couple other things that I thought is more important. Right here is the pool. For those of you who have read the series, I know Princess Edelyn really wanted to install a pool, so I did that for her. Speaking of her, this right here is the whole line of succession. Everyone who has ever stood on the throne, at least according to the books. So right here, we have Maxon's mother and father, Amberly and Clarkson Screeve, and then we have America and Maxon, Evelyn and Aiko, and then their daughter, Pertu, and Kent is just a character I made up as her husband. And then you have Lyrica and Nathaniel, Princess Rosemary's parents. We have a convenient little gym right here, and again, little book door, secret passage all along here that goes down to the basement in case of an emergency. It has an adjoining bathroom, two adjoining bathrooms actually, and this bathroom leads us directly into the spa. In the spa we have this sauna here, a couple massage tables, manicure, pedicure, yoga, a little bar top, and right next to that is the infamous movie theater where we have some drink in the corner. I really loved using platforms in this part of the build because you can see like the step up and step down, the rug's glitching.
No! God, please, no! No!
And I hope there's no OCD people out there like me. Moving on to this side over here, this is the room where they film the reports. So it's a very versatile room. For the first episode for the preview, I put up all these curtains so I'd have a backdrop. But typically right here is where the selected would be seated. There'd be other chairs there. And then over here is portraits of the family. So we have Nathaniel, Lyrica, and then of course Rosemary right there. And then we have another adjoining bathroom right there, you know, in case you have to pee right like 2 minutes before they start recording. You know, emergencies happen. You gotta be prepared. And over here is the photo studio. This is where we'll be taking the gentleman's before and after photos. That is it for the basement floor. Let's go ahead and move upstairs. So you come through the doors of the palace right here, and then you have this ginormous room that's lit by all natural light. This actually has a skylight all the way up to the ceiling. Shift tab, if you didn't know, is how you get into their point of view. So if you look in her point of view, you can see all the way up this winding staircase, all the way up to that glass roofing right there. So this is kind of how this entryway looks in her point of view. I think it's really, really cool. I love the extra detail in here. Please ignore that extra detail. That's not meant to be there. Going back into build mode, we're going to continue to explore the first floor. Now, I want to explain kind of how I laid this out, why I chose to do what I did. So these two parts right here, obviously you can see the ladders right there. I put those there so that we could have the secret passages. And you might be wondering why I didn't just put doors on the sides in the entryway to access the ballroom and the women's room. I want the least amount of entrances from the main entrance as possible. So that is why I decided at the back here, as far away from the doors, so that in the event of an emergency, there's only 2 doors to barricade versus 4. That's what I was thinking there. And so going through those 2 doors, you come into this hallway right here, which leads to all the other rooms, including that of this grand ballroom. In here, we have a piano. Obviously, America really liked her music. They kept a lot of pianos. We have this beautiful portrait of Princess Rosemary, this dance floor here, chocolate fountains, fireplace, everything you could need. Also off this hallway, we have the formal dining room, which is already set up to receive all of our guests. You can also see more portraits right here. I'll tell you, it took so long. It took so long to get everybody to stand still where I wanted them so I could take their portrait. It was just terrible. Continuing down the hallway, right here is a door that leads to the basement. I imagine this is a place, this back door right here is where the servants will come in. They'll come get the mail, come through here, maybe grab some of their belongings out of the lockers. I don't know. And then they go downstairs to go about their work. Next to that is this little library right here. I particularly love this window from Windenburg. I use it as much as I possibly can. Some of the swatches in Windenburg can be a little strange sometimes, so it's kind of hard finding places for it to fit in. I think it looks really good. I especially love the paneling on the walls. I think it makes the library look really regal. And you also have some computers here, which we all know Sims love. Right here is the men's room. No, not the restroom. This is the men's hangout room. Right next to that, this right here is the women's room. Oh, there's another missing item. I'm missing counters. I'm missing everything. I bet you when I place this, I'll be missing something else. But yeah, that is the women's room. It's got a nice fireplace, a little reading nook, and then right next to that is this cute tea area. We got a little tray here, and then connected to that, another one of the secret doors that lead to the passageways. These doors on the sides, they just go to a bathroom. Like when your sim comes home from work or something, they just have to pee. There's somewhere they can go so that they don't die from embarrassment. So that is the entirety of the first floor. Moving upstairs, you can see again this beautiful spiral staircase. Same thing, I did just the 2 doors in the back. I felt like that was a good safety measure to have. And then there's also these doors going out to these 2 little balconies up in the front. Going through these 2 doors, you're led into yet another of many hallways in this build. There's 14 rooms total. All of the rooms up here are the same. There are a couple that are slightly bigger just because that's what the layout allowed for. But I'm going to take you into one of the rooms and kind of explore what each one has to offer. Each room does have a bed, a fireplace, a little balcony. 2 of the rooms do have bigger balconies just because that's what the layout allowed for. They have their own closet, their own conjoined bathroom. Other than bedrooms, which is the main objective of the second floor, we do have a couple recreational spaces. Well, right here we just have another bathroom. We have a chess table up here, another music room. Over here is yet another one of those secret entrances to the tunnels. We have another one on the side here. Here is the entrance to the actual secret tunnel itself. This right here is just a little safe room. Same thing over here, another bathroom. And then this right here is kind of like a little art studio. You have a crafting table, canvases, an easel, everything you need. And that concludes the tour of the second floor. So let's move up to the third. So up here, this third floor is mostly empty, and the reason for that is because this suite right here is Princess Rosemary's, and then the one adjoining to that, and there is an adjoining door, I believe. Yes, right here. This one is for her future husband when she finally completes her selection, and then these 2 are for their future children. So let me give you a tour of Rosemary's royal suite. She has her bed, a little eating area, little tea nook over here, fireplace, sitting area, TV, adjoining door to her future husband's bedroom, her own piano, and then she has a nice large balcony, another little sitting area. And then connected on the right side to her room, I actually did go all out with this bathroom. She has these little waterfalls, shower, sink, plenty of counter space, plenty of cabinetry, toilet, hot tub. And then she has her dressing room, which is completely stocked. She has her makeup table in there, a nice little area where she can just relax after she's taken her heels off for the day. And then she also has a small office conjoining her room as well. That also connects down to the secret tunnels. That is everything. And again, this is the 4th floor. Now the only thing I haven't shown you up on the 4th floor is this secret room right here. Now this I imagine to be some kind of important documents room where they have like the family history book or something that's very important to the family. As hinted at in the trailer, this family does have a big secret. I'm curious to see if anybody will guess what the secret is. Well, that concludes today's tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I do have the castle posted on the gallery. It's been on the gallery for a while now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. And join me next Friday as we make over the young gentlemen and tailor their bedrooms to them. That's all for now. I'm Pheonix Dino, and I'll see you next time on The Selection.